Vietnam is beautiful, but if you are not careful, it can be a nightmare for your wallet and your schedule. I spent a month navigating these scams, the changing visa rules and the transport hacks so you don't have to. From the lantern scam in Hoi An to why your route north or south actually matters more than you think, I have got you covered. Hi, I'm Pragya. Welcome to my channel Khao Local Ghumo Global. I spent 1 month in Vietnam in March and April, and here are 15 massive mistakes you are probably making before you even landing in Vietnam. Mistake number 1, the visa blunder. The first mistake starts before you even leave for the airport. As of April 2026, Vietnam has introduced a mandatory digital immigration declaration for all international travelers. If you do not have this pre-arrival declaration ready when you land, you are going to be stuck in a massive, frustrated queue. But here is where it gets expensive. The visa fraud. There are dozens of official looking websites that look exactly like the government portal. If you are not looking for that .gov.vn, you might end up paying triple for a visa that actually cost only $25. My biggest warning, 3-day visa processing is a gamble. You must apply at least 10 days in advance. Between public holiday and the volume of travelers, 3 days are no longer enough. Mistake number 2, the fast track immigration gamble. You will hear a lot of people asking, is it worth paying $20 or $30 for the fast track immigration? Here is the reality check. When I landed in Hanoi, the queue was massive. It took me over an hour to clear immigration. However, other travelers told me that they cleared the queue in 15 minutes because they arrived early in the morning. It's a total gamble based on your arrival time. My warning, if you have the gift of time and want to save money, skip the fast track immigration just like I did. But if you are on a tight schedule and decide to buy it, be extremely careful. There is a growing scam where fake agents take 100% payment online but never show up at the airport. If you want fast track, only book through a verified, authentic travel company. Mistake number 3 is the direction disaster. Many travelers get confused about where to start, north or south, and often try to squeeze the entire country into one short trip. Here is the truth. Your entry point defines your entire vibe. If you are a mountain lover and want an adventure through limestone peaks and the famous Ha Giang Loop, you must enter through the north via Hanoi. But if you are looking for relaxation, tropical heat and beaches, then starting in the south via Ho Chi Minh is your best plan. My big warning, if your trip is 10 days or less, do not try to do both. You will spend your entire holiday on buses and planes. Pick one region and go deep. Mistake number 4, the Middle East war impact reality check. A lot of you have been asking me about the impact of the Middle East conflict on travel in Vietnam. Here is the warning. You will feel it in your transportation budget. Since fuel prices have spiked globally, I noticed a direct impact on the cost of long distance buses and specialized tours like Ha Giang motorbike loops or day trips to Cu Chi Tunnel. When I was booking my journeys, the travel agents were very clear prices are up because fuel is less available. But here is the insider truth nobody talks about. If this is your first time in Vietnam, don't stress. Since everything is a new experience, you don't have a past price to compare it, so it won't feel like you are being scammed. Don't let the news headlines scare you. Just adjust your transport budget by 10 to 15% and you will be fine. Mistake number 5 is the one climate weather misconception. Vietnam is nearly 1600 kilometers long, which means you can be shivering in the mountains while someone else is getting a tan on the beach, all in the same week or a month. Think of it like India. You won't pack for the same for a trip to Mumbai as you would pack for Manali. If you are planning for May or June, here is the breakdown you need to know. The north, Hanoi, Sapa, Ninh Binh, expect pleasant, mild and slightly cool weather. Perfect for exploring, but you might want a light layer. Central Vietnam, which includes Da Nang, Hue, Hoi An. This is a peak of summer here. It's dry, warm and perfect for the beach. The south, which is about Ho Chi Minh City and Phu Quoc, get ready for the heat and humidity. It is sunny, but it is also when the rain starts to kick in, so expect these quick, heavy tropical downpours. Point number 6, the hostel location and review trap. Booking the absolute cheapest hostel based on price alone, ignoring red flag reviews about bed bugs or a lack of social atmosphere, which can spoil the vibe of a solo trip. In Da Nang, which can be a bit more expensive, I booked the cheapest place I could find, Po Sik Ki Hostel, also known as Night Hostel. It had very few reviews and a couple of them mentioned the traveler's worst nightmare, bed bugs. Now, I did not actually see any bed bugs, but because I had read reviews, it stayed in the back of my mind the entire time. I could not fully relax, plus there was zero social vibe, and plus the staff could not help with transport or tours. It was just like a come chill out stay. My advice, this, I have stayed in 7 hostels across Vietnam and 6 were fantastic. Right in the city center, include breakfast and had that amazing social vibe every solo traveler needs. I will link all my hostels in the description. Number 7, the Ha Giang reality check. Now let's talk about the biggest bucket list item, Ha Giang. Most people book this without knowing the risk, and this is a massive mistake. First, the permit part. If you plan on self-riding, you must have a valid international driving permit that follows Vietnamese law. I saw travelers being stopped by police 3-4 times in a single day. If you get caught without the right papers, the fine is around 3 million Vietnamese dong, which is about $120, and you might have to pay it every single time you are stopped. Second, the safety warning. I know we do not like to think about the worst case scenarios, but accident happens. I even heard of a tragic case involving a young traveler's death recently. Do not even think about this loop without travel insurance, and the one I use is in the description box. Third, avoid the tourist herd. Most big agencies send out to groups of 20 plus people. You will end up at crowded stops where you can't even take a photo without 50 people in the frame. My secret, smaller the better. I went with a group of only 11 and we had the mountains to ourselves. And a quick word on packing. Do not overpack. I carried a 20-liter bag, one fleece jacket for the chilly mountain air, a good rain cover, top and bottom, and your basic toiletries. Most professional tours provide the rest, and if you want those clear blue skies, April is your month. I did it in March. It was 50% drizzle and fog, which was beautiful in its own way, but April is the peak for a reason. Number 8, the Cat Ba and cruise trap. Most people book a day trip from Hanoi to Halong Bay, spend 4 hours on a bus, 4 hours on a crowded boat, and 4 hours back. Here is the insider warning. If you want to see the best of the limestone without the other boats in your photos, go to Cat Ba Island instead. From Cat Ba, you can do a single day cruise that covers both Lan Bay and Halong Bay together. It is much more relaxing, half the price, and full of activities like kayaking and swimming in clearer water. My personal strategy, do this after your Ha Giang bike tour. Mistake number 9 will literally cost you your sleep. The sleeper bus trap. In Vietnam, you will see everything from 20-seater vans to the flashy VIP cabin buses. Here is the warning. Most travel agents will push you to book the expensive VIP cabin because they get a higher commission. They will tell you it's luxury, but for many travelers, it's a mistake. I found the VIP cabins actually less comfortable because the extra space made me flip and turn all night. My insider secret, go for the 32-bed limousine bus. The beds are slimmer, which actually holds you in a place better on those spiral Vietnamese road. But watch out for the included scam. Before you pay, you must confirm, does it have a washroom? Is it a direct drop off at your hostel or hotel, or a random highway point? I have prepared a specific checklist of questions. Just comment and I'll send it over. Mistake number 10 happens right at the station. The train ticket scam. When you walk into the Hanoi railway station, you will see different counters. If you go on to the left, they will only offer you towards the most expensive private luxury sleeper cabins. Here is how you would do it like a local. Head to the counter on the right or look for the self-service kiosk. Browse all the available trains and you will discover something the agent won't tell you: the soft seat AC chair car. If you are on budget and do not need a bed for a journey, this is the most affordable and comfortable way to travel. But remember, the ticket is not the only thing you need. Do you know how to get your official boarding pass? Or what happens if your train gets cancelled or rescheduled? I have put together a train safety checklist so you don't have to worry about anything. Just drop a comment and I'll share it. Mistake number 11 is falling for the Da Nang tour trap. Da Nang is beautiful, but it can quickly become an expensive mistake. Most travel agents will push you into generic pricey tours for Bana Hills or fixed price cruises or day trips to Hoi An. My warning, if you want to see Da Nang without the heavy price tag, skip the group tours and head to Marble Mountain. It is easy to do it on your own, to navigate, and it is genuinely wonderful for a fraction of the cost. But here is the mistake I would never make in Da Nang. Booking a day trip to Hoi An. Many people think they can just pop in for a few hours. Don't do it. During the day, Hoi An is hot, crowded, and you miss the entire vibe. The magic of this town only starts at dusk when the lantern lights up. Stay at least 2 nights and do not rush the best part of your trip. Mistake number 12. Falling for the Hoi An boat price trap. When you head to the riverside around 5:30 p.m., people will start start approaching you from the Hue An ancient market to sell you a lantern boat ride. Here is the warning. Many of these sellers will quote you 150,000 Vietnamese dong. To a tourist, that sounds like a fair price per person, but it is actually a government regulated price for the entire boat. That cost should be shared between 2 to 3 people. If you are not careful, a group of 3 could end up paying triple what they should. I have actually prepared a Hue An boat checklist with the official rates and rules so you don't get overcharged or scammed. Just drop a comment and I'll send it. Mistake number 13, and this one is a major budget killer. Most people book a Cu Chi tunnel tour through an agency for about 400,000 to 600,000 Vietnamese dong. But here is the secret, you are mostly paying for the convenience of a van or a bus. If you want the real experience, skip the crowded Ben Dinh tunnel that most tours visit. Instead, head to Ben Doc. It's farther, way more authentic, and you can do it yourself for just 200,000 Vietnamese dong. That's less than half the price. To get here, catch bus number 13 from Ben Thanh to Cu Chi station, then hop on bus number 79 right to Ben Doc. It takes about 3 hours, so clear your schedule for a full day. You will pay 35,000 Vietnamese dong for entry, 100,000 Vietnamese dong for a guide at the site, and about 66,000 Vietnamese dong for round trip transport. If you do choose a tour, always ask, is this Ben Dinh or Ben Doc, and how many people are in the group, and similarly there are many questions you should be prepared of before booking it. I have a checklist with me. If you want, just drop a comment. Mistake number 14, assuming vegetarian means 100% plant-based, often leading to hidden fish sauce or shrimp paste. And this is specifically for my Indians. If you are 100% vegetarian, simply asking for no meat is not enough in Vietnam. Hidden ingredients like fish sauce or shrimp paste are everywhere. The magic word you need to memorize is chai. In Vietnam, chai actually means vegan, which is the safest bet for any strict vegetarian. Whenever you see a sign that says Quan Chai, you can walk in with 100% confidence. If you cannot find a chai restaurant, don't just guess. Use Google Translate to show the stuff. But honestly, looking for that chai sign is the best way to enjoy local food stress-free. Number 15, the Hanoi train street crowd and timing trap. Most tourists enter right at the beginning of the street where it gets so crowded so you barely see the tracks. Head to the south side entry near Cafe 1990. It's much quieter and you will actually have space to enjoy the moment. Also try going in the afternoon. But here is a very important warning for 2026. The Vietnamese government is considering closing the street permanently due to some serious accidents and safety concerns. My advice, visit responsibly and remember that the train schedule is just a suggestion. I have seen it run 30 minutes late. Use the schedule in my description as a guide. Arrive 20 minutes early and enjoy the vibe while you wait. And that is how you avoid the 15 massive mistakes when planning your 2026 Vietnam adventure. If you found any of these tips helpful, make sure to save your guide right now so you do not forget it while you are on the road. If you want to know exactly my budget or see my itineraries for Hanoi, Da Nang and beyond, you have to check out my other Vietnam vlogs right here on the channel. I have broken down everything from hidden food gems to the best way to get around. For more real-time travel updates and behind the scenes from my trip, you can follow me on my Instagram and Facebook handle. It's called Khao Local Ghumo Global. If you enjoy informative travel and food guides, stay connected with me on this channel. Don't forget to read the description below. I have listed all the hostels I trusted, that DIY Cu Chi route and the latest Hanoi train timings to make your planning even easier. This is me, Prakash Sharma, exploring new ways of living, signing off. You see me in my next release. Until then, travel safely, stay curious and explore the world with care. Bye. Namaste.